Hey YouTube, this is Eric, going to be doing a review today on Generation Scourge. And want to apologize, I guess, because I had somebody say, well, ask rather, when was I going to start doing some reviews of the newer figures? And I would have been, kicking them out a lot more, but it takes a long time for New Orleans to get some of the newer figures, and by the time I do get them, a lot of other people have reviewed the figures, so it's really rare when I'll get a figure pretty early, I guess. And I got lucky with this guy because I went to Target this morning based on a tip from another New Orleans collector. And I went to Target and they didn't have any of the new generations out. So I scanned one and it said that they had some in the stock room. I asked somebody, go check. They bring out a box, bam. This guy and this guy. You can't see his face, but they're in the box. So kind of got lucky today finding these guys. And again, I want to apologize in advance if I sound stuffed up, getting over a cold. My teacher caught something from one of those kids. But anyway, this is Generation Scourge. I think he's supposed to be a stealth bomber, and he is a reimagining of the G1 Scourge, who looked like a boat. I like this a whole lot better. This is my first Scourge. I never bothered to get the first one because it was so doofy looking. And I'll show him with Cyclonus and Galvatron. So the three of them do look good together, even in vehicle mode. Cyclonus might stick out a little bit because this looks kind of realistic. I mean, I guess this does too. It's a tank, so but I've never seen any airplane that looks like this. I mean, this clearly looks like it's from outer space. This these two, could kind of pass for being Earth mode vehicles, I guess. And also for size comparison, here he is with the Galvatron, and they're about the same size and length. It's just Scourge's wings are extremely long. Let me see if I can get this on camera. Okay, Scourge's wings are really, really long. I mean, if you could see, based on that size comparison, they're really long. And that's really about all there is to say. Other than what a couple of other reviewers are going to say is that he has absolutely no undercarriage whatsoever, which I mean is just great. He does have little landing gears, weird looking little landing gears, but they're there. And also, he does have some weapon storage. You gotta open up, well, unhook the wing and open it up, and his weapons are in here. I'm just gonna take this one out just to show something off. Let me get the swing back in. This has the clip, so he is compatible with the clip system. Put that on his head, and well, he has some extra guns. He also has the clips down here. I haven't looked to see if this fits underneath here. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, it works. So I guess if you had two of them, it looked pretty good, but I don't have two of them. So that's about it for the vehicle mode. Very good. One thing that I do wish is that the blue would have continued all the way down here, but it's actually, Hasbro being lazy, I'm guessing, but it is a good representation of the G1 toy, because the G1 toy didn't have it complete either. So I guess Hasbro was lazy in 86 or 87 and lazy now, so I guess it kind of pays off. Anyway, let's get to the transformation. I've transformed this guy one time, so this might not be that smooth, so I apologize in advance for that. What I'm going to do is get rid of these wings on the back and try to wiggle his legs out of here. Alright, here we go. And I'm just going to get his legs looking like that for right now. Next thing that I'm going to do is move his wings back. I'm guessing like this. Alright. And there we go. Unhinge the wings from here. Kind of flip up his head, and what you can do is kind of rotate the wings to where they The wings can, they have a kind of clips. It kind of clips in there. It's not the most secure hold, but it works. Mine isn't that secure. And pull his head up, and there you go. There you have his head. Next is pull that down, and I think, nope, you can't do it yet. All right, I'm gonna pull out his arms, and it takes a little bit of force. There we go. So you hear like a snap like that. All right, I don't know why they make it take so much force, but there you have it. Now you can turn his waist around and fix his feet. His feet are also pretty hard to get out, but there they are. There we go. Alright, so there's his feet, and he can kind of stand up now. Now this is the part that kind of confuses me a little bit. The chest piece, I pushed that up, okay. Let's see, let's just do this. Actually, you can bring up his shoulders now, like that. Alright, there we go. Now, spin this around. You can have it like that. And these are his arms. I like the way his arms are formed. Pretty cool. Alright, after you do that, pull out. And his bicep is going to come out. So you have to spin it a certain way, which I think is this way. Kind of secure everything. Yeah, that's it. I think. Probably get that in there a little. There we go. You gotta push that in there. Same thing with this. Yeah, really push it in to get it streamlined. And let's get his hands out. And this part came loose again. Now what you're supposed to do with this is, I believe, this little piece right here is supposed to connect into there, and it doesn't really hold, and you can angle the wings down a little bit, and it's supposed to look like that. What I like to do is just say screw it, and let's see, alright, push it down further this way, so it looks more like a bat cape almost. I mean, I like the way that looks. And let's get this other gun out this wing. Now I wish he had a real target master like Cyclonus does, but unfortunately he doesn't. But this works, I guess, fine. This is one gun, and this can clip onto here, which kind of does look like a target master almost. That's transformed. However, if you want, you push this out, and this can be another little baby pistol that he can hold. Don't really like the way that looks. It's too small of a gun. So I'm just going to go ahead and clip it on there and put it in this hand. If he'll let me. Okay. And there he is. Very good head sculpt. Mine has a little bit of a gray dot by the beard. It's okay. I mean, you don't notice it, unless you're really looking for it, so it doesn't really bother me. I've heard about the paint apps on this guy being a little sloppy from a couple of people, so you might want to check that out. Of course, there's no way to know if the beard would be painted correctly, because you can't tell from the box. So it's just kind of luck of the draw with that. He's very posable. I've never been that good at showing off the posability, actually, so, the ball jointed, and, usual shit. So, he's a really good transformer. I also, something that I liked I was going to point out, but I can't remember right now. Oh, okay, I know what I was going to talk about. His light piping. It's blue, and I was always under the impression that Decepticons had the red light piping. No, it's just real noticeable with him. And there's my phone. And also, I'm going to transform Cyclonus and Galvatron. So, I'll be right back. And that guy is a pain in the ass to transform. I mean, his arm literally fell off, and I had to unscrew a whole lot of shit and put it back in place. I still don't know if I have it in right, so Okay. I'm not gonna let that mess up my mood. Anyway, the three of them, even though he is a pain in the ass to transform, he does look good with Scourge and Cyclonus. I mean, the three of them look so good together. I can't even explain it. So I'm gonna keep these three together when I display them. They all look good together. Scourge might be a little, I'm scared to touch him because I don't know if he's gonna fall apart. But I think Scourge might be a tiny smidge smaller than Galvatron, but not by much. So let me move these guys out of the way, and just for another size comparison, have Scourge and Cup next to each other. And Cup is a pretty big guy. I always thought, I don't know, I always imagined Cup smaller than Scourge, but Cup is pretty big. So yeah, that's about it. I'm about to wrap up this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Not sure if Scourge has hit everywhere in retail. I know you can order them off Hasbro Toy Shop. Although last time I checked, he was sold out, so I don't know. But he's definitely worth the money. And another thing I like, he colors his nails. He paints his nails, so that's kind of cool too. But he does look good, especially if you have Galvatron and Cyclonus. You pretty much need him. I mean, he really completes the set. And even by himself, he's a pretty good transformer. I mean, he's a really good transformer. So, out of the three, Galvatron, Cyclonus, and Scourge, it's not just the fact that he's new that I'm saying this, but let me move his gun out of the way because that's messing with the focus. I'd say he's the best, easily. Cyclonus' robot mode is good, but his alt mode is, not all that great. Galvatron is just shit. And he's good in both modes. So, I definitely recommend him, even if you don't have Cyclonus and Galvatron. And, yeah, that's about it for this review, you guys. So, hope you enjoyed it, and as usual, peace.